Hello there. My name is XShankyX, and I've recently gotten into making some videos, and I've got a brand new microphone. Um, and I'd like to test out the microphone while also getting in kind of the habit of uploading my videos to YouTube. And so I've been kind of thinking of different things to make where I could talk along and kind of test this out and get in the process of uploading the videos. So I figured I would show a project that really got me on the path of learning new things in a systematic way. And it's a tool that I developed in Python. It's a kind of evolution of a strategy that I used in Google Sheets where I would track my time in certain categories of things that I wanted to learn and also in things that I wanted to kind of stop letting take up so much of my time. So the big thing is video gaming. It took up a huge amount of my time in the past, and I can say that with certainty, this method has helped me cut back on the amount of hours that I play video games, and it's helped me, you know, get a lot more study time in on the topics that I want to learn about. And so it's I guess the best place to start is just to show kind of what it looks like. So uh, I have this GUI.py, which launches the GUI. It's written in tkinter, which was quite the challenge to learn, I will say that. So the way it starts out here, I kind of have a quote. It'll change each time it's launched. It shows the current date and time. This quote is being pulled at random from a JSON file. At the bottom here, you have all the categories. So, like I said, gaming, programming is a big one. So this is kind of a score sheet. So what the max amount I logged in a day was, when that was, and so you can see 8 hours as the max on gaming, 040922. And kind of the last time something was logged on it, I haven't logged the finance category for a while. I went really big into programming a couple of months back, and so that's been the main thing that I've focused on. So this is the start page, and if you go to the graph page, you can see this is generated in matplotlib. All the data is stored in a pandas data frame. You can see the dates on the bottom here, and this is the coolest thing about it. So the two ones I usually track are programming and gaming. So you can see from its inception, almost a year and a half ago, you can see sort of how the trend has gone. I've never quite gotten above gaming with all categories combined. So I have special graph options. You can see with all categories combined, I did eventually get my productive time above my unproductive time. And you can see the difference here. Let's take that off there. So that is for, you can see the dates here, and we can see a pie chart. So we can break down all the categories based off percentage. Obviously, it's mostly gaming and programming, so the two favorite things that I like to do. We can change the time frame, so let's change it to a year, and let's do just the last 365 days. We can see a better breakdown there. We can also change it to a month, and we can select multiple months. So we can do last 3 months. You can see not a lot of different, it's mostly 50-50 between the two of them. That will carry over if I change the chart type back to line chart. You can see they've kind of been fighting each other gaming wise. I'll have long spouts where I don't do anything, and then I'll do a big binge, and then a little bit of a peter off. But I do try to get a minimum amount of programming time in a day, so it's pretty linear. And that's actually why I had this. You can see a trend line here, and they're pretty neck and neck. Obviously, there are a couple of bugs. So here's an example of a bug, which the color should change based off the category, but it is not. Some other chart types, we have a bar chart. So let's change the time frame to month, but instead of these months, let's do April, May, June, and get rid of these. And you can see a little bit better, and we could go to a pie chart. And this gives a better breakdown along with the percentage for each one. data table just so I can see the entries themselves if I wanted to. So this pulls the database and throws it onto a data table that can make it a little easier to view each individual entry. Um, and these are units are in seconds. Uh, we have a new entry, so this is how I actually make new entries. And I have this program actually tied to a macro on my computer, so I'll usually just hit Alt K and it'll launch this, and so I can make entries for the day. So for today, I have programming. It automatically has the current date highlighted, duration. It just do like 15 minutes. I usually do like 25-minute timers, and that will create it into an SQL, a SQL um, command, and then send that to the database and save it automatically. And then just an X button, just because it's always good to have an X button. Um, a lot of work has been done on this. It's one of my favorite projects to work on here and there. I'd like to spend more time on it here coming soon, but I'm actually planning on recreating it in PyQt, which I actually like a lot more than tkinter in the brief amount that I've done it. And I've got bigger ambitions with it too, eventually to create a mobile application to interface with the database on a remote server. Really has taught me a lot of skills, and I use it constantly to as like a springboard for other skills that I want to learn. So if I want to learn mobile development, like I'll try to figure out how to implement integrate mobile development into this project. So that's it. This probably wasn't a super great video, but again, it's just a test, and I hope anyone out there, if you see this and you're interested, feel free to reach out to me, and uh, hope you liked it. Have a good night.